Here we go. Top 10 richest Bitcoin millionaires. Richest Bitcoin millionaires in 2017. So this is fascinating, and I think there's still a chance for the average person to become very wealthy in cryptocurrency. It's still in its infancy, but let's just look at this. Top 10, Gavin Anderson, $2 million. Although Satoshi Nakamoto is often credited as the main developer of Bitcoin, this gentleman, Gavin Anderson, made it what it is today. He's often called the successor of Satoshi Nakamoto, but he's the one who helps maintain the blockchain today. Here we go. Yifu Gu, $5 million. This gentleman was the first one to create a mining software rig specifically just for Bitcoin mining. Before that, people used to use their computer. Winklevoss Twins, you may know these gentlemen, worth $11 million. The Winklevoss Twins are best known for suing Facebook and losing from Mark Zuckerberg. They claimed that Zuckerberg stole their idea when they were at Harvard, but they were independently wealthy, or they come from a very wealthy family long before getting into Bitcoin. But once inside of Bitcoin, they started what is probably one of the largest exchanges here in the U.S. A lot of hedge funds and not hedge funds, but any large institutional investing usually goes through Gemini Exchange, which is a massive exchange. And for their services, they are worth about $11 million in Bitcoin. Tony Galipi, number 7, $20 million. This gentleman found one of the first Bitcoin payment processors, BitPay. Jared Kina, $30 million. Now, this is one of my favorites. This guy, Jared, if I said his name right, this gentleman was amazing. He's basically you or me, except he was you or me when Bitcoin was at 20 cents. He basically fell in love with the idea, thought it was great. He was intrigued. He invested a large sum of money into the currency. Again, it was 20 cents per Bitcoin at the time, and it's paid off. To date, he's worth about $30 million. Dave Carlson is worth about $35 million. This gentleman is one of the first people who basically started mining Bitcoin on a large institutional level. In 2016, he supposedly was earning about $8 million per month from a 2,000 square foot warehouse. Charlie Shrem, this guy is huge in the Bitcoin arena, worth about $45 million, possibly the most influential Bitcoin millionaire. This gentleman founded BitInstant, which was designed for, it was kind of it was successful in basically allowing people to convert their dollars or into Bitcoin and vice versa. You were able to buy Bitcoin very, very quickly. He was accused of helping the black market, the Silk Road, launder money. He denied it, but he did go to prison for it. However, once he came out of prison, he went back to work working in the Bitcoin space. Roger Ver, one of the largest advocates of Bitcoin, worth $52 million. Again, these numbers are in Bitcoin, $52 million. He's been a huge advocate, and more recently, he's where Bitcoin Cash came from. He disagreed with the developers at large, and he forked Bitcoin into what is called Bitcoin Cash. But he's been known to make large charitable donations, etc., in Bitcoin, literally for the sole purpose of spreading the cause and the advocacy of Bitcoin. This gentleman, I mean, his number one goal is his focus is he wants to rival paper money. That's the bottom line for him. And this here at 100 million in Bitcoin, I wonder what happened to his 100 million, if he still has it or how that works. But this is Pirate Roberts. He went to jail. A young man who actually started Silk Road, the black market with Bitcoin on the dark web, where you can buy everything from illicit drugs to weapons, etc. Natasha Nakamoto, technically a billionaire. Natasha Nakamoto is said to be the original creator, or he was the original creator of Bitcoin. I mentioned that in one of my previous videos. Here, this is interesting. Supposedly he still holds $1.1 million, 1.1 million Bitcoin. No one knows who that is. Right here it says worth $1.1 billion today. By the way, this is a surprise. That would mean that every Bitcoin's worth $1 million. This original article was done in May of this year. To date, Bitcoin is currently worth almost $5,000. So you could go back down this list and just times every one of these numbers by 5. Gavin's worth approximately 10 million. This gentleman's worth approximately 25 million, 55 million, 100 million, 150 million. What's that? 175 million? No, 175 million. And it keeps going. That's almost a little over 200. Here we go. 250 million, 500 million, $5.5 billion roughly. And at today's price for Bitcoin. By the way, this is why I believe in investing in Bitcoin. One of the benefits is the massive growth it went from about $1,000 per Bitcoin to almost $5,000 in Bitcoin since May. That's it today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Top 10 richest Bitcoin millionaires. Richest Bitcoin millionaires in 2017. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to click the subscribe button, click the bell, the notification icon to be notified when we put up our next video here on Crypto Wealth, where it's all about investing and growing your crypto wealth, stacking that crypto.